I made this beautiful two-piece and I will be showing you how to cut and sew it. This particular video will be centered around the cutting and the sewing of the blouse, while for the trouser I will link a video for you in the comment section to see how to cut and sew a free trouser. So if this is a tutorial you're interested in, please guys like this video, drop a comment for me in the comment section, share this video with your friends and community, and if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please subscribe to this channel and let's get right into this tutorial. So guys, this is the leftover fabric after sewing my trouser, and I have less than 1 yard here. So I will measure it for you to see the measurement of the remaining fabric. So this is a silk fabric, a Duchess silk fabric, and it is by 60. Like the length of a Duchess silk is always by 60. As you can see, this is on fold, and after measuring it, I have about 30.5 inches here. As for the width of this material, like I said, this is a leftover fabric. I have about 28 inches, but I would advise you just have 1 yard of your fabric. So 1 yard will be enough for any size. So guys, this is about 28 inches. I'm sorry my camera is not showing it. So the next thing I will do now is to fold this into two along that line. So this is on 30 inches, then I will fold it again. So this is because I want to cut both the back and the front together, so that is why I'm folding it like this. If you are using a yard of fabric, so after folding you will have 30 inches by 18 inches. That's after folding. You know, when you fold 36 into 2, you have 18 inches, and when you are folding, make sure that one side is no longer than the other. Because of this kind of fabric, they tend to move. So after getting the perfect folding, this is what I have. Then the next thing I will do now is to measure my shoulder. So I'll be measuring my shoulder divided by 2. My shoulder is 15 inches, so 15 divided by 2 is 7.5. Because my fabric is a leftover fabric, what I have here is just about 5 inches. So I'll be using it like that. Then after that, you go ahead and make your shoulder slope. So I'm using 1.5 inches for my shoulder slope here. So imagine you are using a 1 yard fabric. After folding and after measuring your shoulder divided by 2, what you have there, you can now measure how long you want your sleeve to be. So I want my sleeves to just be 5 inches. That's why I'm measuring 5 inches. Then the next thing you will measure here is your sleeve opening, depending on how wide you want your sleeve opening to be. Let's assume your bicep measurement is 12 inches. You can add 12 inches divided by 2, that's 6. Then you can add about 2 more inches to that, just to give it a little bit of ease. Then you add 1.5 again. So you measure your bicep divided by 2, add extra 2 inches, then extra 1.5 inches. So this line that I'm measuring right now is my half length, which is my waistline. Then on my waistline, I'll be measuring my waist divided by 4. Then I'll be adding ease allowance. So now, depending on how wide you want yours to also be, so for me, I just added about 4 inches extra for ease allowance. I added 4 inches extra for ease allowance. Then I added 1 inch for my sewing allowance. So that was what I just did there. Then towards the end of the blouse, you'll be measuring your hip measurement. So towards the end, I measured my hip divided by 4 also. Then I added the same ease allowance and the sewing allowance I have. So that was what I used. But because my fabric was not kind of enough, I think I reduced my by half inch. Just half inch. I reduced this by half inch. So after you are done, the next thing now is to connect all these points together. Look at what I'm doing. So what I did was to roll this line upward, straight upward at first. Then I'll connect this sleeve line also. Then I will reshape this. For the sleeve, you measure your bicep divided by 2, add ease allowance of 2 inches, then you add 1.5 inches for sewing allowance. So now for this one here, I will just connect also just like the way I'm doing. You have to be very careful because this is a silk Duchess fabric, so it tends to move easily. So now let me go ahead and cut away the unwanted parts. After cutting, guys, let's work on our neckline. So for me to work on this easily, I'm flipping it to the other side. Then I'll be measuring my neckline. So I'm using a very wide neckline of about 5 inches wide by 3.5 inches depth. I'm using a wide neckline because this does not have any zipper. So if the neckline is small, it won't be easy for you to wear this. So I'm using 5 inches wide by 3.5 inches depth. So that's what I'm using. So guys, let's slant our blouse. Let's slant the hemline of our blouse. Because the length of this blouse is 30 inches and my actual blouse length is about 22, 23 inches. So I'll be slanting it to my actual blouse length. So one side will be 30 inches long while the other side will be blouse, my actual blouse length. So 30 and 22 inches, the difference between my own is 8 inches. So I'll be slanting this with 8 inches. Measure your 8 inches, then you use the straight part of your French cuff to just connect it to that end over there. So guys, let's locate where the belt hole will be. So for me, I just measured my half length and I went up a little bit because I don't want it to be directly on my half length. So I went up by 1.5 inches from my half length. So that's my half length was is 15.5 actually. So I went up by 1.5. So I'm using 14 inches for, so that is where my belt will be, 14 inches. So I'm marking this point so that when I'm joining, I can insert the tiny strap I will be using for the belt holder. So locate the point here and also locate the point on the other side too. So guys, when you are done, the next thing now is to start sewing. So I'll first go ahead and join the shoulder, then I'll use a bias tape to turn the neckline. After turning and joining, this is what I have. Then the next thing to do is to either you turn your sleeve opening or you join the side. So for me, I joined the side first, and before joining the side, this is the tiny strap I'll be using for my belt holder. So it is 2.5 inches. After turning it, then you place it just like this. Make sure you pin it very well so that it can be on that position. So you pin it down, you pin the other side too, then you go ahead and sew this part with 1 inch. You know we added 1.5 for the sewing allowance, So the sewing allowance for the side is 1 inch, while that of the shoulder is half inch. So that is why we added 1.5 inches. So guys, because I don't want this video to be super long, I will go ahead and sew the side first. I will hem the sleeve opening, then I will also hem the blouse, the hemline of the blouse also. So I'll do everything, then I'll be back. So after doing everything, this is what the blouse looks like. It is very, very simple to make. So this is a beginner's tutorial. So give every part a very good press so that it can look neat and flat. Then after that, this is my own belt. I already have this tiny belt at home, so this is what I'll be using for mine. So in case you want to make your belt, you can also make your own belt from the fabric, like the same fabric, but I want to use black for mine. Then after that, this is the trouser I made, so I'll be pairing the two together. If you want the tutorial of the trouser, I have a lot of trouser tutorial, so I'll just pin the playlist in the comment section so you can go there and watch any of the tutorial. So thank you so much for watching, and this is what it looks like on me. What do you think? This was when I used the belt to hold it at the back, and this is what it was looking like. Then the next clip you will see was when I removed the belt to make it free. So this is when the blouse was free. Which one do you prefer? Is it the one with the belt or the one without the belt? Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you haven't liked, please like, comment, share, subscribe, and I will see you in my next tutorial. Thanks for watching. Bye.